Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Rippini Talk Show. Today, we're going to talk about the storage of internet data. We're going to interview three perspectives. We're going to interview companies, users, and last but not least, the government.
What do you think about the fact people can use your internet data everywhere?
I actually think it is good that people can use my internet data everywhere. It is used for visiting websites and online shops, and it's nice that people can visit them everywhere if it is possible. Another reason is that the people can stay in touch with new products, coupons or discount codes, and that they are always up to date with recent company news. Internet data is nowadays a huge part of companies, and as almost every company has a website now where they can either order products from or just find details about the company.
Yeah, for users, internet data can have a huge impact on their lives, especially stored internet data through social media. When you post something, it might be that someone screenshot or send it to someone else, so it can, so everybody can have your posted message or can see your profile even when it's locked, because they just have to hack something and they can see it. So everywhere in the whole world, people can see your social media, and that might be a bit scary because, yeah, not everybody knows who you are and what you post.
Well, to keep it short, in this situation we as the government are not really informed, because we as the government only use the information and we do not store personal data on the internet, so it does not have any impact.
What do you think about the fact that internet data is always stored and can always be found even when deleted?
On one hand, it is good because with this way people can use and save cookies while browsing for products, so companies can place ads in your browser with the products you were recently looking for. This can help online customers find their items faster and helps websites sell products faster. But then on the other hand, it could be dangerous that the internet data of companies is stored somewhere. People can hack certain websites and then have access to all their data and details and private company details. Also, if ever something bad happens to your company, or people want to harm your company by spreading bad rumors, those will also stay on the internet forever, which could lead to bad reputation. This could also give a safe feeling, but we will talk about that later on.
Well, for us again, this is a different situation. We as a government are not the ones that post the information, we are the ones that use data for other things, such as tracking down hackers and keeping people safe. Therefore, it is very useful the internet data can be found back. So, in this case, it's a win-win situation.
Yeah, that's the difference between the user and the government. If we as users post something which you later regret, you want to get it off of the internet. But the internet will always store the internet data, so you can't get it off of the internet, and that can have the risk that it will that can have the risk that it can lead to a bad reputation. So, yeah, for users, it isn't that good.
Well, that depends on the user itself, because you may have users that just think about it before they post something, and then when they can later find it back, it isn't a problem. But you also have those users which post, for example, news, and well, you can find it back forever.
Yes, but that also can have a good side, because if you want to go to the police, to the cops or something, then the cops can find it back. So that is a good.
It is useful, but it has some negative sides.
Yes, as well as the good sides, positive sides.
What is your opinion about the statement that the government has access to every detail online?
My opinion about the statement, as the government, is that it's something very useful. The government only uses the information when necessary. For example, to do research, to keep people safe. Especially cyberbullying plays a big role here. But also the internet data is useful to track down hackers or terrorists. So the government actually plays a big role in helping people and keeping people people safe by the internet data.
For us, users, it might have a positive side that the government has access to all the details online. Imagine you're getting cyberbullied. After a while, you're totally done and you want to prove that you're getting bullied. But the person who bullies you has deleted all the posts and messages. When you go to the cops, they have access to research for all the information, and even when it's deleted, so the cyberbullier can be caught.
That's actually why it's very useful the
Yeah.
information stays online forever, because in that cases you can always find it back and always find like the one who did it, so you can
Yes.
blame the one who did it.
Then for the companies, yeah, it is true that the government has access to a lot of details that people are not even aware of. It gives a safe feeling to know that your certain information is always stored by the government, but if you ever have a dispute about something where the government is involved in, you could be in a disadvantage because the government has access to a lot of details about you, which they can use to get their right. A positive aspect is that it will also store purchase and sell receipts, so if you ever have problems with customers or suppliers, you can have recourse on the government.
So, where do you use internet data for?
Well, like I said, we as the government use the information only when necessary. As government, we have access to every little detail online. So if there are any problems online, we use the internet data to keep people safe. We want to keep them safe because by internet a lot of things can be done because people can make fake accounts to hack them or bullying, etc. With all the internet data, it is for us easier to find and track down hackers. That's why it's very useful. The internet data stays online forever and can be found back. Also, we use the internet data for research, for example, service delivery, to make it better.
Yeah. Well, as I said, internet data is a big part of companies and it is used for a lot of things. One thing is just browsing. Companies search through the internet as well, looking for new products to sell or to see whatever customers want. Another thing is that companies can do online surveys to see what people are most interested in and look for on the internet the most. Then companies can use the internet to find the best and maybe new suppliers for their products. Companies can also put ads online. For example, when you're on Google and you're looking for something, you see the adverts on the sides of the page, or when you want to watch a YouTube video, then you usually have to watch some ads before you can actually watch the video you want. Another example is coupon codes and sales. Companies can spread coupon codes for a limited time by using the internet data and also announce sales. So once again, internet data is a big part of companies in today's world.
But with companies, I think with the service delivery to make it better and to test if a product is really good, I think that might be sometimes that people just for fun post some negative or very positive opinions about the product, so and then delete it. So I don't think with service delivery you really need the internet data, we just delete it. I don't think you have to research about that, but only the opinions that are still online and not the ones that are deleted, because I don't think you should delete your opinion about a product with any reason. I think if you agree with the opinion, you can just stays online. You don't have to delete it.
Yeah, that's true indeed. So what about the users?
Yeah, well, users use the internet data for lots of things. People use the internet data as search for information, for presentation, essays, etc. As well as they make new friends online. So there do they use internet data as well. For searching or making new friends online, the internet data has to store the information. The information that is stored we call the internet data. So users can use the internet data for almost everything they want, for searching, for making new friends, for speaking to others. Yeah, we all the three perspectives differ from using internet data, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
In what way does the internet data have influence on your daily life?
Well, basically, as the government, it does not have much impact on our daily lives because we hire just trustworthy people to search for the information and help the people. And so we are not the victims in this case. We only help the people that are getting bullied or where problems occur on the internet data online. So we are just the ones that help the people.
But you can track down terrorists, hackers. You can track down the terrorist attacks through the internet. If they email or something, you can see that. So
Yes, that's true. But I think it's most, I think a bit in secret. It's done in secret because because it are trustworthy people. So it's not something that's shared or something.
but then there are influences on your daily life, from the whole world. There are influences on our daily lives because if there is, for example, 9/11, that was a terrorist attack which was used by internet data. I think they mailed or used airplanes which you.
Yes, that's true actually. But yes, in that case it's true, but that does not happen so often. So I don't think it's something where you really, yeah, it's not happening very often. It's more nowadays that about bullying or about hackers and stuff. It's not very often like terrorists or something. But but in this case you are right. It does have an impact on our daily lives. I think the trustworthy people are, well, it's very heavy, in heavy situation to deal with something with terrorists or something.
But the cops also use the internet data to search for people who they're looking for thieves, etc.
Yes.
So that can also have influences, right?
Yes, that's right. But I think they're trained to that. That it does not have. They can just, they can just keep it apart from their private world and their work. So they keep it apart. So it does not have an impact on our daily lives. It does have an impact on their lives, but not on their daily lives because they're trustworthy people and they keep it secret. So they're not. The neighbors don't get to know it. I mean.
No.
It is an unbelievably big difference, big influence that internet data has on companies' daily life. Companies usually use the internet data every day, for example, to keep track of the sales and the expenditures, or to let customers pay with bank card. Internet data is also necessary. So I think that when a company does not have access to internet data for one day, it will be a very difficult day for them.
Nowadays, lots of people use social media or see something on the internet or search for information. Everything you put online, that will be stored. So people can see your name, your pictures, your posts, everything. So if you're looking for something online, for example social media, you see a post from someone else which you disagree with. This might have an influence on your feelings, so it might have influences on your daily life because your day will turn around if you're feeling bad or feeling well.
Yes, in this case, I think the users are the biggest victims in this case because they have to deal with all the stuff online.
Thank you for watching! In what way does internet data has influences on your daily life? Let me know!